Hi there, this is Seth Lubin, and we're going to talk about some of the recent news in Miami-Dade County with regard to property taxes. And you know what? The news is not great, because Dade County right now, their tax values are down 9.2%. The last time it was down was back in 1993 when Hurricane Andrew came through and destroyed a lot of properties, and as a result, the tax values dropped. It's actually the worst year-to-year decline in the last 40 years. So what that decline does is it makes the county have a shortfall in their budget of $350 to $400 million. So how is that going to be made up? Well, Mayor Alvarez, the mayor of Miami-Dade County, said in a meeting, quote, "The county must have little choice but to raise taxes." He's also said that it's nearly inevitable that the Miami-Dade County is going to raise taxes. He also said that it's a real possibility of millage increases in Miami-Dade County. So, although it has not become final yet, all the signs point towards Miami-Dade County increasing their tax rate for this coming year. So, it doesn't end there, and that's the sad thing, is that even though the county might increase their millage rate, the municipalities within Miami-Dade County are looking to do the same, and I'll tell you why. Well, let's take a look at the city of Aventura. Aventura is faced with a 17.3% decline in property tax revenues. They're going to have to make that up somehow. Raising taxes is absolutely a possibility. Coral Gables, a $9 million deficit in their budget. Again, either cutting expenses, which can only do so much, or raising the tax rate, which in turn increases your property taxes. Miami Lakes, an 8% drop in their tax base. Again, that has to be made up somehow. El Portal, their tax base dropped 14.8%. North Bay Village got hit really big. They've got a 20% drop in their tax base, and that has to be made up, and they're also considering raising their tax rate. Surfside has a $1 million budget deficit as a result of a 15.5% tax base decline. The city of Miami Shores, 12% decline in their tax base. And the mayor has said that the last thing they want to do is raise taxes, but they just may have to. And that's kind of the sentiment it is in most of the municipalities in Dade County. Nobody wants to raise the taxes, but if it comes down to where they have no way of making up that budget shortfall, they may have no choice but to do that. The city of Miami, they're showing a 6% decline in property values. The city of Miami Beach, a 10% decline in property values. That gives them a $23 million shortfall that has to be made up, possibly through higher tax rates. City North Miami, 13% decline in the tax rate. So, to review, all these declines in the tax base have to be made up somehow. There's budget shortfalls that somehow must be made up. And how are they going to do that? There's two ways to do that. Number one, they can cut costs. They can get rid of jobs, they can cut salaries, or they can increase the tax rate. And we're going to find out that a lot of these municipalities and counties are going to be increasing their tax rates for this year, which in turn will affect us. So what we have to do is make sure that the valuation that the property appraiser has placed on our property is correct, so that when they do multiply that new tax rate against the value of our property, they're multiplying it against the proper value of the property. Stay tuned, we'll have more news from Miami-Dade County coming soon.